Money grew, bet on living a long life. Then he got cancer. Your money, Philadelphia. Personal finance columnist doesn't regret being frugal instead of spending wildly. Most of us will live an amazingly long life and should not worry so much about dying young. Those are the words of Jonathan Clemens, 61, who wrote more than 1,000 personal finance columns for the Wall Street Journal between 1994 and 2015. Plan on living past 90 and save accordingly, he said, when he wasn't running marathon or riding bicycles. In May, he saw a doctor about some balance issues. 2 days later, he received a devastating cancer diagnosis. Scans revealed a golf ball-sized tumor on his lung, and the disease had spread to his brain, his liver, and elsewhere. Anything beyond 12 decent months would be a victory. I am definitely on the clock here, he said as he sat at his kitchen table last week. Asking Mr. Clemens whether he wished to take any of his advice back might seem like the height of carelessness, but he doesn't shy away from much. He was already turned his horrible luck into crisp prose filled with bold font takeaways on his website, humbledollar.com. He regrets very little. I wanted to know why. Mr. Clemens once described himself as a professional nag. To readers like me, however, who hung on every word and did what we were told, he was a patron saint of fiscal prudence. His longevity planning instruction to readers included 3 components. First, save as much as you reasonably can and do it as soon as possible, so that compound interest can work in your favor for a very long time. Second, avoid taking Social Security before age 70, so the larger payment from that age onward can help you if you hit your 90s. Third, give strong consideration to immediate fixed annuities where you turn over, say, $100,000 in exchange for a monthly check for the rest of your life. Then use those payments plus Social Security and any pension to cover basic living costs. Once you take care of housing, food, and other essentials with those guaranteed payout, you can spend the rest on yourself or invest it aggressively, given that you don't need to worry about covering those monthly expenses and have a lot left over for your heirs. Even on a journalist salary, Mr. Clemens managed to follow the savings part of the blueprint. After 23 years in the trade, he took a job at Citibank in 2008 and doubled his income for the 6 years he was there. In some years during his career, he saved about 30% of what he made. Marrying also helped, since the mother of his 2 children is an academic whose job offered partial tuition benefits. They both may have 2, even though he still spent plenty on his kids. I got to call the shot, he said. I got to be as frugal or lavish as I wanted. Indeed, aside from one obvious contributing component, having had 2 full-time employers with excellent benefits, something too many people lack through no fault of their own. The biggest factor in Mr. Clemens' success as a retirement saver was his modest living. I spent years in a house that cost far less than what I could